We just arrived at Juniper Springs. This is the campground. This is our site, number 9. Look how exotic it looks with all the palm fronds and stuff. They're saying that bears are active, so we need to be bear aware. They gave us a bear box. They also gave us a pole. I think this is more for little critters, varmints, because that certainly isn't going to protect anything from a bear. But very nice site. I'm actually going to be here, scheduled to be here until this Friday, the 7th. Linda's going to be heading off with her friends for their cruise. Our first view of Juniper Springs. How cold?
Cool, not cold.
Cool, not cold.
I forget what temperature they set it.
We're going to be kayaking on this tomorrow. Well, not on this, on the creek.
It's so pretty. So we have our Oru kayaks packed up on our backs, and we're walking over to where you put into the Juniper Spring Run. So we're doing it.
We got our waivers signed. We got our little wristbands for the shuttle. And we got the kayaks assembled, and we're getting ready to take off. Just making one last pit stop before we hit the water. Down at the launch. Have to kind of wait our turn, I guess. What's that? We can just...
Getting ready to take off. I'm about to go in a bush.
Hey, we're launched on the Juniper Springs Run. So far, fairly benign. We hear there are a lot of animals out and about. Otters, turtles, a lot of turtles, the lady said.
So lots of obstacles to look for.
Linda's having some trouble getting through the first obstacle.
Sometimes getting behind you, I get put in a bad position. I found that on the Rio too. I get too close.
Yeah.
And I get my line gets messed up. But I like to follow it.
We got a low bridge here. I made it through without bumping my head. This almost feels like a Disneyland ride, except there are real critters out here. This is a real jungle. We haven't seen any critters yet, though, except just fish. A lot of little fish in the water. Or at least shorter paddles.
I think short kayaks.
This is a little bit like a slow motion slalom course. You can't really stop to get a drink or adjust the camera or take a picture because the current is constantly wanting to throw you off into the next branch or tree or bank. And we're finding the longer Oru kayaks and the paddles are a little long. You have to do a little bit of paddle maneuvering we could do with shorter paddles, especially kayaks too, but I think paddles especially, the longer paddles are a bit of a liability in here. Low bridge, but not the lowest. I don't even think I have to duck my head for this one. Trying to get you.
Yeah, I'm not getting as much of you because when we get into cool spots and I try to video you, I get out of line.
Yeah. We have an overcast day today, which means there aren't as many critters out, I think. The lady at the ramp said she'd seen a lot of turtles on sunny days out sunning themselves on these logs and things, and we haven't seen anything. We've seen a bird flying ahead of us, and then we've seen the little minnow type fish in the river, and that's all we've seen is in the way of fauna. So we hope we still see something bigger, something more exciting. It's kind of the luck of the draw as far as what the weather's like when we're out here. Looks like we have an arch to go under up here, but it's fairly high. I don't think we'll have any, not gonna have to duck much anyway. There is a log just underneath the surface. We might get hung up on. Snag right there.
When I was in Louisiana.
This one's a low one. Do you want to move on with your food in your lap and snack on it as we go, or?
Feeling kind of.
We got this tree island in the middle of the creek, or is this a branch? I'm not sure which. I think we go to the left.
Where do we go?
Well, I think to the left. That seems to be where the strongest current is going. We just passed a turtle swimming through the water. He was just under the surface. As soon as I saw him, I was pretty much past him, so I didn't have a chance to get any pictures or anything, but he's a good-sized turtle. That's the second one we've seen today. We saw one on a log a little while ago. We got a low bridge here, gonna have to duck. Talking to the camera. Made it. Maneuver through here now. Back up the river a ways, it was nice and open. Down here, it's a little tighter again. A little more maneuvering needed. We finally come out into the sunshine and some warmth. I mean, it's been warm the whole time, but now we're feeling the sun warm. In the water. So we might expect to see some gators out if it's getting sunny. Which I do when I don't want. Got a big turtle on the bank right there. I think we've come to the rapids that they talk about. They're supposed to be like class 1 rapids, which I believe we have done on the Yakima River. Woohoo! And that was it, as far as I know. We get seen so many turtles now, we're not trying to photograph them all.
They're looking statuesque.
But he's a proud looking guy standing up there. Linda just saw a gator on the bank. I went right by it without seeing it. She thought it was 5 or 6 feet long. It's just sitting there sunning itself on the bank. Watching us, I suppose, as we went by. I didn't get to see it, and she was past it too quickly to get a picture or video. Okay, I've seen my first gator. We just passed one. It was up on the bank, and its head was kind of hidden away in the bushes. We could see its tail, back legs. I think so. And it looked like a good sized one from what I could tell, 8 feet or longer, but I couldn't see the whole thing. And I didn't have any opportunity to get a picture or video. Pretty much passed it as soon as I saw it. Another big turtle on the log. Might want to go right if you can. Definitely go right if you can. Yeah. Not like me. We are nearing the takeout point. This bridge is the marker. Takeout point is just on the other side of it. I think on the left. And I think we're glad we're here because I think both of us are tired. This has been kind of strenuous. Here we are. While we were in the area, we took the opportunity to visit Silver Spring State Park, which, as the sign indicates, is the home of the world-famous glass-bottom boats. These boats have been operating at the spring since the 1870s.
And that is the guy that played the Gilman show about a pair of teenage boys and their pet gold.
According to our boat captain, the idea originated with two boys, 12 and 14 years old, who had the idea to cut a hole in the bottom of their boat and glue in a piece of glass and then give people rides over the springs for, I think he said, a nickel per person. The spring also has been featured in quite a few television programs and films over the years. These include Rebel Without a Cause with James Dean, Distant Drums with Gary Cooper, a James Bond movie Moonraker, 6 Tarzan flicks, and Creature from the Black Lagoon. Episodes of television shows such as Sea Hunt were also filmed at Silver Springs.